So welcome back to another video. Now, Mercedes injectors. 16 valve Golf, you want to replace your injectors, you Google it, you're going to get Merc Injectors. Now, I may have covered it before, but I do it quite simply because there's one vital thing you need to do, especially on a 16 valve Golf, if you're fitting Mercedes injectors. Firstly, why Mercedes injectors? Because these are 20 quid versus the steel ones, which are 40 quid, give or take a few quid. They're half the price. There's no difference. There's no difference spray volume by changing injectors. This will put out as much as a meter and head is set to flow. Same as this one will. Same as any other K-jet injector. They'll flow what the meter and head is set to flow. These just, if you look back on the earlier videos, injector testing, you can see one of these, or one of these, and it's on here, you'll see the container behind, there's about half a litre of petrol in there. It empties that in a matter of seconds. So the injectors aren't, they're literally a tap. So what's the difference between a Bosch? Not a Bosch, they're both Bosch. Pop. What's the difference between these two? Well, one's got a top hat and one hasn't. It comes back to air shrouding. Now air shrouding, I'll go over quite simply. I'll zoom in so we can see what we're looking at. So Bosch, stop saying Bosch, they're both Bosch. So we've got a Merc one and a Golf 16 valve one. Now you notice they look very different. There's your top hat on the left, and here it hasn't got it. Now you see it's got the dimples and stuff. Now what's the top hat for? Well, air shrouding. I have covered another video, but again, I'm just going to go over it in more detail because it's quite a highlighted topic. So this is how your injector sits in a 16 valve manifold. Now, we're seeing between cylinder 1 and 2, you have a pipe right on the bottom, metal pipe. Now that connects to the crankcase breather. When the engine draws in air, it draws in air through that nipple and fills up the chamber this sits in these holes here. So when the engine sucks in, it draws air that sits behind this plastic thing via the holes and draws air across here. Now, these gaps here, the deeper ones, air is drawn across those, so through this, out those gaps, and shrouds the fuel. Gives a better atomization of fuel at idle. It makes no difference whatsoever this day and age when driving these cars. Now, why am I jabbering on about this? If you take this injector out, your Golf 16 valve, plop this one in there, you're going to have a massive air leak. Now I'll show you why. So here is said nipple there. Now ignore the carbs on here. This is a 16 valve lower inlet manifold. Between cylinder 1 and 2, you're going to see that pipe. Now if you put in Merc injectors on, you need to block that pipe. So either take it off, put another bit of pipe on there with a bolt in the end, and also block the other side. Or get something along the lines of a solid piece of something like, I don't know, a Schrader valve cap or something along those lines, something solid that you can push inside this pipe so it blocks it, so the engine doesn't draw air in through there and you have a massive air leak across here and you're going to end up running lean. So remember, if you're fitting Merc injectors on a 16 valve Golf, make sure you block that hole up. So there you go, that's just a quick, like I say, it was the idea of a quick one. If something pops on my head, I don't mind showing it because I was never shown these things. Self-taught, so there we go. So like I say, Bosch injector, Christ. Merc injector, if you fit them on a 16 valve Golf, potentially the cars, make sure you do block the nipple. Don't know what that was. And again, it's just the price difference. 40 quid versus 20 quid. You don't listen to the internet silly thing saying, oh, you put these on, it flows more fuel. Absolute horseradish. I can have that injector, I can have that injector, I can have one of the ones in my box of 20 odd injectors, I can have a Ford Capri injector, I could have a Porsche injector, I can have a Volvo injector. They're only going to flow what the meter and head flows. So there you go. Another quick one for you, Merc injectors, just to save you, what's that, 20 quid? I'm not working out maths, it's too late at night. 20 quid injector versus 40 quid injector, depending where you buy from. So you're saving a lot of money and blocking a pipe if you want to. There you go. So look forward to the next one. I am trying to get the K-jetronic done. It's there, sat there, it's all painted, it's ready. It's a bit busy, but yeah. Cheers for watching.
I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong